Hi y'all, Top J here. I'm just here to let you know that I drive a Bugatti. Yeah, I drive a Bugatti, despite the fact that I obviously shaved my head because I was insecure about my receding hairline. I drive a Bugatti. I drive a Bugatti. You see this? This is $1. You have to grind. You have to hustle. You have to hustle. Hustlers University, go check it out. Hustlers University, I'll teach you how to hustle and grind for just $49 a month. Look, I got dollars, I got change, I got more where this came from. I'm rich. I'm richer than any of your wildest dreams, bro. I drive a Bugatti. I can do push-ups competitions with men who are totally out of shape, and since I can do 50 push-ups, and that's more than average, then I'm better than them, and it makes me feel good about myself. I tell them I'm an alpha because I'm totally not gay. I'm not gay, and I drive a Bugatti. Counting stacks, bro. Counting stacks. I'm trying to hide my British accent because I'm trying to fool Americans. I'm counting stacks. I'm counting stacks. I got more money than you. I got more money you could ever have. Hustle. Hustlers University 2.0, bro. HustlersUniversity.com. Check it, bro. Check it. I drive a Bugatti. I constantly talk about all the women I've been with, because I drive a Bugatti, and they like my Bugatti, and I've been with all these women, and I'm definitely not gay. I'm not trying to convince you that I'm trying to convince... I'm not gay. I drive a Bugatti. I'm a chess champion, bruv. My dad was an international chess master, bruv. I'm a chess champion, bruv. When I was 5 years old, I won the champion of the state of Indiana, bruv. Yes, bruv. I won the championship of the state of Indiana. Oh, and I beat a 16-year-old, and I was happy. I wasn't happy because I won. I was happy because I made him cry, because I'm tough. I'm an alpha, and I'm definitely not gay. I use the chess piece because I'm not gay, and it's tough, and it's intellectual, and I'm smart, and I drive a Bugatti. Even though I've got an extremely average rating on chess.com, I'm smart, I'm a champion, and I drive a Bugatti. He's such a faggot. Hey everybody, bald cap and shirtless here. Hey everybody, Top G here. Hey everybody, Brokey G here. By now, I'm sure you've heard of the world's most Googled man, Andrew Tate. Who the hell is Andrew Tate? Well, it turns out I actually already knew who Andrew Tate was, even though I'd never heard of him prior to like 2 weeks ago. But I knew who he was, not from his kickboxing career, surprisingly enough, but because I knew who his father, Emery Tate, was. Emery Tate was actually a renowned international master, played in all the big chess tournaments. He was even known for playing in 2 to 3 tournaments at the same time. He'd play a game in one and then walk over to the next hotel over and play in the next tournament. This guy was a prolific tournament player. He was known for beating grandmasters because he was just a great tactician. He fell a little bit short, never made it to Grandmaster, and he died in 2015, so rest in peace to that guy. He truly was a badass chess player. But who is his son? Well, Andrew Tate was a 4-time world kickboxing champion, I believe, in his weight class, so an athlete, pretty good athlete, I would say. But he's most well known as a social media influencer. Talks about being an alpha, talks about pickup, talks about pimping girls on OnlyFans. Oh, that's a good one.
So I said to him, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards, plugged a new one in for me behind the screen. The chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in. And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just famoosers, just laughing and doing this, their titties out. And they were talking to fucking ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it.
But that's not enough for him. Having streaming services that he could give to get lonely men to talk to pretty women and hand over their money, pimp women on OnlyFans, his next step is to teach other people how to do it. He has a website called Hustlers University 2.0. Go check it out. They advertise all sorts of different... They'll teach you how to invest. They'll teach you how to do this and that other wonderful thing. How to get real estate. How to make money off of the internet. How to make money designing YouTube thumbnails. How to do... Just all sorts of ridiculous shit. And you can go and find great testimonials. Ah, yes. But if you go to Andrew Tate's website and look at the testimonials, I'm not going to insert it here because I want you to go look at it. They're all random ass comments on like Discord and Reddit. Now, I have a feeling and I'm not saying this is for sure, but I have a feeling that many of those accounts are actually owned by Andrew Tate or one of his affiliates. Why do I think this? Well, here's a look at a couple of the courses that you might expect to find if you actually join Hustlers University. You can make millions with internet pimping, or how to make money in the webcam industry. It tells you things like, here's some very important and valuable lessons about retaining and obtaining women, such as how to convince girls to work for you, the best way to motivate women to make you rich, and a full breakdown of how to earn $30K per month profit from only 3 girls. According to this article, in the OnlyFans Fortune course, Andrew Tate says, how can your girl leave you if you own all of her accounts, if you have all the login credentials? It is forced pimping. He also quotes Pimpin' Ken, a hoe without instruction is heading for self-destruction. On top of this douchebag has been accused of coercing women into working for him. Yes, he has 11 charges related to rape and trafficking in the UK, and he has moved to Romania, and he says that the laws and the ability to be prosecuted surrounding sexual assault are much looser in Eastern Europe, which is probably 40% of the reason he moved there, in a video that has been deleted off of YouTube. Let me just, it's been deleted. I think he realized that's probably not the best look. Recently, the Cobra made headlines when he went on to Fresh and Fit's podcast, the Fresh and Fit podcast, and said that depression is not real. And if you kill yourself, it's the most selfish thing you could do. While I can appreciate the sentiment of depression being selfish, as somebody who has attempted suicide in the past, this guy knows absolutely nothing about the topic he's talking about.
Depression is nothing but extreme selfishness. That's what I'm going to call it. And I'm going to tell you why it's not real in a second. But if you're depressed, you're living inside of your mind, you're obsessed with how you feel, you don't care about anything outside of yourself, and you're an exceptionally selfish person.
While I don't think my audience needs a reminder of how much of a self-centered person this stupid bitch is, I just want to point out the irony of him talking about how selfish it is for a person with mental health issues to commit suicide when this guy unceasingly talks about himself and how, I've been through the struggle and all this and all that and all about me and I'm richer than you and I know I've got the biggest intellect. I mean, this guy's so insecure. He's so insecure he can't help but talk about himself because he clearly hates himself.
You're going to embarrass your children? You're going to leave your children without a father?
Andrew, can we say that one more time?
Depression and sadness are not the same thing, and honestly, I would expect more from a champion chess player and someone who claims that their IQ is off the charts. Wouldn't you? Speaking of the chess thing, I just want to point out, Andrew claims that he won the under-16 chess championship in Indiana at the age of 5. This is plausible. Okay, if you know anything about chess, if the person is a prodigy, they could. It's entirely possible. I'm not going to say he didn't. I couldn't confirm it or disprove it. I went and looked on the website for the Scholastic Chess Association of Indiana. Couldn't find any of the records. But as somebody who has won multiple state chess titles myself, he could have. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on this. I'm going to say he probably did. Now, the under-16 division at a state-level chess tournament, not that impressive, dude. Not impressive. His current rating on chess.com is actually about 400 points lower than my current rating on chess.com. He's a mediocre chess player. He's not very good. Okay, I hate to break it to you, not very good. Percentile-wise, probably, I would guess like 65th percentile. So above average, but not great. He's not a good chess player. He's not a chess champion. He's not some like ridiculously deep and insightful, brilliant brainiac. That's not who this guy is. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. It just isn't. Just listen to him talk. He is a good manipulator. He's not super smart. He's a good manipulator, all right? And there's a reason he uses TikTok and Shorts as a medium for his videos. Because who do you think he's trying to reach out to? People who are not experienced or smart enough to see through his bullshit. Let me show you.
Where's the best place to live in the world?
It depends. Depends who you are. It depends person to person, right? I can't recommend Romania for anyone but me. Like for the average man, the average American to come to Romania would be a big mistake.
Would I be okay in Romania?
It depends if me and you stay friends and all.
Okay, be honest. If I actually came to Romania for like a week, would we actually hang out? Like, could I be under your wing?
I have absolutely no idea who this guy is that he's talking to, but what I will say is that this is a kid who clearly is looking for some sort of guidance and mentorship from Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate wants to surround himself with people like that. He doesn't want to surround himself with people who have achieved things. Who does he hang out with regularly who is actually a high achiever? It's usually people like this, or people who are on the internet. Like, internet people are his people. And that's because he doesn't want people who are worldly enough to see through what he's doing. Now, the worldly people that he's going to hang out with are going to be people with the same motivations as him. Very scammy, very on the border of like almost a MLM or a pyramid scheme type of situation. Let me just remind you, he has Hustlers University where he gives you these courses on how to pimp women out, and that's in his own words on this thing, and he'll talk about, oh, I'm going to teach you to invest, I'm going to teach you to get real estate, I'm going to teach you how to be an alpha, I'm going to teach you how to get women, all the things. Charges you $49 a month. $49 a month, dude, and he's got 110,000 people signed up for it. I mean, this dude is raking in the dough, and it's people like this guy. This guy who is asking, can I come to Romania and be under your wing? Can you imagine just the sheer lack of masculinity that it takes to go on a live show and ask another man, hey, can you take me under your wing? It's like, no, fuck you. I am your equal, and you and me are going to work together, or you're going to teach me things, I'm going to teach you things. I'm not going to be your mentee. Like, I'm not just going to approach some guy on the internet who's like a guru and tell him I'm going to be his mentee. I don't trust people like that. I've been around enough to understand that 99% of anyone who proclaims himself an alpha or an expert on the internet is completely full of shit. And that's what Andrew Tate is. Completely full of shit.
A week's way too long. A day, maybe.
What the fuck, bro? It's like a crazy hour flight. I'm going to be there for at least a week.
Oh, yeah, you got to wait in lines, don't you?
You're telling me you fly private from country to country?
Don't test the top G. Please do not underestimate me. I make more money than you can possibly fucking fathom.
Oh my god, this man is insecure. What do you get out of bragging to it? What would you guess? 19-year-old? He's got the little thing on his eyebrow, so he's like 19. What do you get from bragging to a 19-year-old about the fact that you get to fly private everywhere and he's got to wait in lines at the airport? Like, what is this, man? Come on, man. What a complete and utter douche. Speaking of insecurity, Andrew Tate wants you to know he has been with hundreds of women. Oh yes, he's definitely not gay. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Don't even think about it. He's been with so many women, there can be no question about his sexuality, okay?
What's your body count?
No, I actually need inspiration right now. Please.
I can't possibly tell you what my body count is. I don't know.
Oh, all right, let's play lower, higher. 500.
I'd guess probably a little bit higher than that. Maybe 600-700 girls, maybe.
Bro, what?
Yep, yeah, you know, 600-700 girls, that's it. Again, the need to brag to a 16, 17, 18-year-old. And then this is the guy who said, I wouldn't want to live in LA because that's just hoes thinking it's funny to be hoes or something like that, like talking about how many hoes are in LA and how everybody's a thought and all these women, like these women, you just can't control them and all they want to do is just sleep around. 700? Really? Like, how does that not undermine the point that you make? It's like, just like Fresh and Fit and all they want to talk about is women are hoes, and they go out and tell you, I don't believe Fresh and Fit for a second, I don't even believe this guy for a second, but they come out and tell you, if we take it at face value, that they're sleeping with hundreds of women. In what universe is that impressive, first of all, and in what universe does it not make you look like a total fucking hypocrite? Andrew Tate is a fucking hypocrite. Have I mentioned Bugatti yet in this video? I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Bugatti? Have I mentioned Bugatti? This guy talks about his Bugatti relentlessly. Matter of fact, he even bought a watch that was a Bugatti watch because he's obsessed with a Bugatti. Look.
Is that a Bugatti Chiron watch?
Yes, absolutely, and this is the best seller. 450,000 US.
It's not bargain. It's actually a coincidence because my Bugatti is copper like rose gold. Oh, look, here she is. Look, you see?
Oh wow, this is a perfect match.
Well, the kids on TikTok and the young adults stupid enough to go buy a membership at Hustler University, I guess this is impressive to them. I guess it is. God knows why. I mean, massive douchebag, alleged rapist, kidnapper, and trafficker, complete and utter hypocrite, pimps women on OnlyFans, douchebag to the extreme. I mean, what's not to like about this guy? Seriously, what's not to like? I mean, the only thing that impresses me about this guy, the only thing that impresses me is that he has managed to convince so many people that there's something special about him. And there just isn't. He's just a manipulator. This guy, world champion kickboxer, I can respect that. That's respectable. The rest of everything he's ever done in his life, nah. Why is he so popular right now? Well, again, I touched on it earlier in the video. I'm going to tell you again. He's popular because he posts his videos in this shorts format. If you go to his YouTube channel, he has like 4 videos on the whole thing that aren't shorts. And most of those shorts are direct copy-pastes from his TikTok. Now, like I said before, who the fuck watches TikTok? Kids. Kids are impressed by this. Kids are impressed by a Bugatti watch. They're impressed by a Bugatti. They're impressed by a guy throwing his weight around. They're the ones who are going to take their $49 a month and they're going to put it into Hustler University because they think that this is how you do it and this is how you get rich. Let me just tell you, this is something my dad told me because I was an aspiring film writer when I was like 19. I was like, I'm going to write a film. I'm going to write the next big thing in Hollywood. And so I was trying to work with this company. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want people to look it up, but I was working with this company. They're like, you give us $500, we'll take a look at your pitch and we'll help you and we'll get it in front of people and in front of networks and everything. And my uncle has actually written a script for a small low budget film that has been produced, and his alarm bells went off, and he told my dad to tell me that if they like your script, you're not paying people are paying you. And it's the same with this. If you're going to be successful on the internet, people are paying you. You're not paying somebody to give you lessons. You find your niche and you figure it out. Like, if this guy's telling you can make lots of money making YouTube thumbnails, for the love of God. You're not going to make a living making YouTube thumbnails. I'm sorry, you're just not. You're just not. Unless you're designing for, like, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and, I don't know, who's another big YouTuber? I don't even know the big YouTubers anymore. But unless you're designing for those guys, you're not making that money. A YouTube thumbnail's not hard to make. I'm not saying my thumbnails are good because they're generally trash, but I just don't care. You're not making a living off making YouTube thumbnails. Their big thing is teaching how to pimp on OnlyFans. It's bullshit. They're gonna say, "I'll teach you how to invest." It's like, no, you're not. I'm not gonna say they're a scam because I don't know what the rules are about like defamation and all that. Since we saw with Alex Jones and all that. But I will say, fuck Andrew Tate. He's a slimy piece of shit. There's nothing likable about this guy, and anybody who likes him, why? Why? What is wrong with you?